What does this hat full of paper scraps have to do with this video, Jason? Zook. This is my husband Jason Zook, and we run a business called Wandering Aimfully, which is an unboring coaching program for intentional online business owners.
This year we are traveling full-time in Europe, and we're taking you along with us on the journey.
Now, if you clicked into this video, you know we saw a castle in Scotland, which we're going to get to in a
Thumbnail,
hot second.
title, you know that.
We wanted to mention that we had an idea to do a different format for this video.
Listen, you watch a lot of travel videos here on YouTube, you know the rigmarole. You got people that are talking, they're maybe holding a camera, they go to a thing, you get the B-roll. We're going to mix it up because we need to be excited about these videos too. That's why I bring in the dad hat. And not just the dad hat, but the dad hat filled with 6 keywords.
Yes, so we've written down some keywords on scraps of paper, and we thought it would be fun to just like pick them out and tell you about our experience going to Dunnottar Castle using our keywords. Quick, before we get started, we have really gone back and forth on what to name this format.
Yeah.
Is it keyword dad hat? Is it...
Right now we're going with dad hat filled with 6 pieces of paper roulette keywords. So if you have a better name, leave it in the comments. That'd be great. And also let us know how you like this style of travel video. First keyword out of the hat. Keyword is buildings.
Ooh.
So at the Dunnottar Castle, there are lots of buildings.
Yeah, this is my favorite part about the castle is you're not just seeing kind of what you think of like it's all the same structure and it's kind of rubble and ruins, which is still cool.
Yeah.
But this castle is on this island and there are so many buildings to explore. There are stables. There are living quarters.
Yeah.
There is this big ballroom where they used to have parties that's kind of no longer there, but they have little signs.
Technically not
read.
really a building anymore. The ballroom, it's gone. We did go inside the kitchen and you could see where all the meals were prepared. That was fun to actually be able to go inside of a building.
And you could see this like huge fireplace where they have this humongous chimney that you could look up. That was pretty cool.
Also really liked, there was one building at the very like south end of the island, kind of away from everything. It was the lookout tower. It wasn't really a tower, it was just a building.
They would like
but it had
shoot cannons
really,
and stuff?
No, there were no cannons.
No, they would shoot cannons.
But
I read the
weren't-
sign.
Oh, from the lookout they would
Yes.
shoot cannons? I saw no cannons,
Just
just so
because you
everyone's
don't read
aware.
signs.
I saw buildings, which is what I saw, so that's part of the Dunnottar Castle you will also enjoy.
My turn? You gotta like mix them.
Oh.
Come on.
Yeah, because we know where they are.
Okay, the next keyword is stairs.
Ah.
So it is important to note if you do go to Dunnottar Castle, in order to enter the castle itself, you do have to walk down quite a few stairs. Accessibility is an issue. Definitely think about that. They were fine going down. Going back up after it got a little warm during the day and we're hiking back up and like we're moderately fit people and I got to the top and I was just like
yeah, it's definitely a lot of stairs, both up and down, but just really just getting into the castle. So otherwise, once you're in, not a lot of stairs, very flat, but just know on the way out, a lot of stairs.
Yep. See, like, give me some action.
It's like popcorn poppers in there. Popping these papers. We have the next keyword is exterior.
Oh.
So at the Dunnottar Castle, when you park, you have about a half-a-mile walk, which is very easy. There's no stairs in that part. And you have these little exterior places where they've set up, you can walk across a bridge, you can go to this little like flat area and you can see the whole exterior of the castle. And this is actually one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. You get all these different vantage points. Also important to know, if you are thinking about visiting the castle, there is an admission fee, but this exterior part, you don't have to pay the fee.
Yeah.
So if you were like, I don't really care about the buildings that we mentioned, you could just come and for free, you would get to get amazing photographs of the castle itself, which is gorgeous.
Oh,
Whoa!
there you go. That's the one you're
That's
gonna
me?
do. Yeah.
Help. Oh, our next keyword is helpful. And so we just thought it'd be good to do a little section on if you are watching this video because you're like, I want to go to Dunnottar Castle, I want to see what someone's experience is. Jason, give them some helpful tips.
First of all, there are 8,000 5-star reviews for this castle on Google.
For good reason.
Amazing. I've never seen so many reviews of a thing. It's £9 per person to get in. You can buy your tickets online ahead of time, which
Obviously,
we did.
depending on when you're watching this video, like double check that.
You can go pretty much like all the standard hours throughout the day. There's like a little place that you can get food and drink, which is really helpful because by the time you get back, you're sweaty, you're thirsty, you want some ice cream like I had, and it's just a good little helpful tip.
Yeah, and I would also say there's a fair amount of parking. We went in the height of summer and did not have problems parking whatsoever. All right, that's the boring stuff. Get to the good stuff, Jason.
Oh, come on, it's all helpful. Keyword BONK. Okay, so we get to Dunnottar Castle. We park our car. We're walking up, going down all the stairs. We go up the stairs. There's this little area right before the entrance of the castle grounds. And there's like these little rooms you can go in. And I was like, oh, Carol, go in one of those. And I'm going to get a shot of you like going in, coming out.
What
And we're
happened?
both just so excited. And I have this on camera, which doesn't happen very often. Carol is going down.
Oh no, are you gonna show it?
Well, yeah, but you can't see anything. Like, don't worry. There's no like warning that you have to like worry about
Also,
anything.
you can't see my face.
Yeah. Carol runs in and bonks her head on the stone headway of the doorway. And it really knocked her out for about, not knocked out, just to be clear, not knocked out, unconscious.
It did not.
It knocked you out of the experience for like 15 minutes.
It really hurt, and it was just one of those, we always say like scared or hurt.
Yeah.
And it was like a little bit of both.
Because you weren't bleeding.
I was not
You were
bleeding.
not
I did
unconscious.
for a second think that it was bleeding. It wasn't bleeding.
Yeah.
But it was fine. And I got a good little bonk on my head. And so that was at the very beginning of the castle experience. So I definitely took like a solid half hour to, there was tears for sure, because it did hurt that badly. Also a little scared. And so I'm crying, but I'm like trying to like be like, you're gonna see this castle and you don't know when you're gonna be here again. And so I think I rallied.
Yeah, well, you did, because then we saw the rest of the castle. But I will say, just a little helpful tip, for those of you who are tall like me, I'm the tall one of the two of us, you're used to ducking, just extra duck. Just do extra duck through the doorways. They're very small.
And also it's very dark. I was wearing sunglasses, which is why that happened.
So we had a little bonk. It's
little
okay
bonk.
though, we survived. The last, that wasn't as great as I wanted it to be. The last one, you were supposed to catch it, that's okay.
It's not the last
Oh,
one.
that's true.
The last of the important topics that we wanted to talk about is beach. There's just like so many areas at Dunnottar Castle to see. I think that's why we saw so many families there, honestly, because it's probably like a good family activity. But one of my favorite parts of the experience is the beach, which is, again, on the exterior, so you don't have to pay any money to see this part of the castle. The castle is kind of up on this like rock cliff island type landmass, but you go down the stairs and there's this shoreline it's not really a beach, but it's just a bunch of like rocks and stones.
Yeah, I mean,
and
for as far as European beaches go, like this is a really cool one. Like this is very unique. We've been to a couple beaches already this year in different countries. I don't know if it was low tide, but it seemed low tide because you could walk pretty far out and you could see all the little like, beach life that was going on.
there was even like a little cave.
Yeah.
I saw some people taking photos in the cave. So that's just like, to me, another bonus of doing this as an excursion is just so many different types of little places and experiences at the castle. All right, that was Dunnottar Castle, the experience, but now in this completely made up format, we have written down 4 extra keywords that we're gonna do in kind of a rapid fire.
I like how you shook them up and then we have to put them in here and then we have to shake them
And
up.
we don't even know what each other have written down. I wrote down 2, Jason
I'm
wrote down
going
2.
first.
Okay.
The first one that I have is Mom's Mad.
Do you know what this is?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just a random memory that we had at the castle. There was this family of 2 kids and a mom and a dad, and at one point we had seen them at different parts of the castle.
Because it's not that big. It's like 2 total acres across the top of the castle.
I'm pretty sure this family was maybe from Spain. That's just a guess based on the accent. But at one point we just hear the mom turn around and go, "It's supposed to be fun."
It's like couldn't be more like a family trying to go to this amazing
but we
thing.
are 10 feet away from them, and she is at the top of her lungs being like, "It's supposed to be fun."
Just like watching this meltdown
And
happen.
so now that's gonna be my catchphrase of any excursion where, like, if I get a bonk or I get something else, Jason's gonna be like, "It's supposed to be fun." All right, next keyword is selfie.
You got both of yours.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
So do you know what this one's in reference to?
No.
It's just a silly interaction, but when we were at the lookout point that you loved as one of your favorite places, we were taking a selfie of ourselves because we were used to that now, and Jason has long arms, it's fun. And this couple comes up and they're like, "Do you want us to take a photo?" And we just were like, "No, we're fine with the selfie." And they were like, "Okay." But then my favorite part is Jason, like, long, awkward pause, and he goes, "Do you want us to take a photo of you?" And they go, "Yeah." We were like, "You don't have to like selfies. We like selfies. It's fine."
Yeah, that's fine. I've got long arms. It works.
Okay, well, I'll just pick these because they're the ones that you wrote down.
Okay, great.
So it makes it more fun.
This is how you know it's our first time ever doing this.
Okay, hand weeds?
Hand weeds. There's a thing that I just love in travel videos or other videos, and it's like, a woman walking through like some tall weeds, caressing the weeds with her hands. And I do think it looks beautiful. And so I asked you to do it.
Yeah.
And so I recorded from a couple different angles. And then afterwards, I just had this moment where I was like, what a bizarre thing as humans.
Why are we doing that?
Like, yes, it does objectively look good.
Yeah.
But you would never touch those weeds.
Also, guess what? This is the second time I've done hand weeds and gotten like a little prickly in my finger. So we're not doing hand weeds anymore.
All right, and the last one that's in here, we have job, question mark?
Job?
Fantastic one to end on. If you had to have a job
Okay.
at the Dunnottar Castle
okay.
when it was active in the 13th century, I believe,
okay.
what do you think your job would have been?
Oh no. My job. No, you go first.
I think I would have been a chef. I think I would have worked in the kitchen.
Well, that's an easy one.
Yeah. But that's like, you know, more my skill set. Like I cook the majority of our
Right.
meals while we're traveling.
I think something very easy.
I would say
something-
like a stable hand, because you could help the horses.
Oh, okay. I like
Take care of the
that.
horses.
Like
yeah.
pet them?
Well, yeah, but maybe, you know, like clean
What
up
do you
their
have to
poop
do?
and brushing them.
Oh, you're gonna give me the poop cleaning job? You get to be a chef and I get to be a poop cleaner.
In the 13th century, yeah.
And that is our experience at Dunnottar Castle. We would highly recommend going, honestly.
Yeah, if there's one castle you see in Scotland, listen, we didn't see all of them, but we saw
did
this
not.
one, and the reviews were right. It was amazing.
Definitely. And we hope you enjoyed this different way of telling you about our experience and playing a little keyword, scrap, dad hat, paper,
Leave a
roulette.
comment about whatever name you think the segment could be moving forward for these things. And then also, did you like this? Was it fun?
Was
Would you
it
like to
too
see
weird?
more videos like this? Let us know.
And for our next video in Scotland, we are going to take you on a little food adventure, tell you about some of the restaurants we ate at, and we ate very well.
We really did. Thanks for watching.
Bye.